Hi, my name is Yulia Ostrovska, and today we'll be discussing receptive and expressive language skills. What we will cover are the types of communication disorders, definition of receptive language skills, receptive language impairments, definition of expressive language skills, expressive language impairments, why all of this information is relevant, and at the end there will be a sample lesson plan. Two main categories of communication disorders are speech disorders and language disorders. Speech disorders are related to voice, articulation, and fluency. These skills are related to the production of language. Language disorders are related to comprehension or use of spoken or written words. These skills are the reception of language. The ability to understand language, receptive language, precedes the development of speech, known as expressive language. For example, at about 6 months of age, most children respond to their own names. They turn and look at a person who says their name. At about 9 months, most children appropriately respond to words such as come and up. Children who do not develop language skills appropriately are language delayed or disordered. There are many potential causes for language delays or disorders in children, including hearing impairments, cognitive impairments, autism, physical handicaps that prevent children from interacting with their environment, and a lack of stimulation. Language delays are commonly divided into receptive and expressive categories. Receptive language refers to the process of understanding what is said to us. Expressive language refers to the use of words and sentences to communicate what we think, need, and want. Receptive language skills refers to language comprehension. There are a number of aspects of receptive language, including the following: understanding vocabulary words, understanding sentences and grammatical structures, following directions, understanding concepts such as position, sizes, colors, and numbers, understanding questions, what, where, who. Children may demonstrate much better skills in some of these areas than in others. They may be able to speak relatively well yet have receptive language deficits. Receptive language impairments mean that a child has difficulty understanding language. They may have a limited vocabulary. They may not understand the meaning of word endings. The ending S makes a noun, or the S indicates possession, or that an ed ending on a verb means that the action is past. They may have difficulty understanding nonverbal signs like body language. They may not understand sarcasm or indirect requests. It's cold in here can mean please close the window. Expressive language refers to the language that a child produces. Expressive language development may be delayed or not occur at all. Commonly accepted model of expressive language consists of 3 parts. 1. Expressive vocabulary, which is a number and types of words a child has acquired. 2. Syntax, word and sentence formation, rules for ordering of words. And 3. Pragmatic development, the ability to use language socially to interact and accomplish an objective. All of these parts working together constitute expressive language. Many children who have a language delay or a language disorder exhibit a large disparity between their receptive and expressive language skills. Expressive language impairments show up in how a child speaks. They may use only a few words in each sentence. They may leave off word endings or little words like is and are. They may not know the names of many words. They may not always use language appropriately and appear to be rude by being too direct or blunt. They may not consider their partner's needs using ambiguous reference, lots of he and she and it. The subject has not been clearly identified, or changing topics abruptly. You may be asking, why is this information important? The reason it is useful to understand the difference between receptive and expressive language skills is because when a young child's communication skills are evaluated, the areas discussed above are evaluated because they are considered important components of communication. Other areas that also evaluated are general behaviors and an ability to pay attention, pre-linguistic skills, general receptive language, i.e. voice, fluency, and articulation, general expressive language, oral motor skills, hearing, play skills, and problem-solving skills. The following is an idea for a lesson plan for a child in early intervention. Sit with Jessica and engage her in a book reading activity. Throughout activity, ask Jessica to receptively identify a variety of pictures in the book. Target common objects, gender, and verbs. Also, using varied SGs, have her label pictures. What is this? Who is it? Etc. For expressive ID, if Jessica does not know the label, model then ask her again and attempt to have her label independently. Comment on all expressive receptive known and unknown targets. Now, the book that we will be using today as an example is Llama Llama Mad at Mama. Now, you could use any book that you like. This is just the book that I chose. Of course, it has to be age appropriate. Now, you could do this activity, a one-to-one activity where you're just sitting with the child, or you could do a circle time activity with a group of children. For this scenario, we're pretending that it's one-to-one and I'm sitting with Jessica. Llama Llama having fun, blocks and puzzles in the sun. Time to shop, it's Saturday. Llama Llama wants to play. So as you can see, there's many targets that I could use. I could say, what's this? And she would say blocks. And if she doesn't, I could model for her blocks, or if that's too hard of a word, I could at least try to get her to vocalize buh. And then I could tell her that would be an expressive target. Now I could tell her, where is the truck? And she would point here. And if she doesn't, I would point. And if she doesn't follow me, then I would hand over hand assist her and encourage her and tell her, good job. First the shopping, then a treat. Mama Llama gets the seat. Llama dreaming in the car. Wake up, here we are. I could say, what's this? And she would say car. These are all labels that she should know at a 2-year-old level. Then again, she's not developmentally at 2 years old. That's why she's in early intervention. But if you're doing a type of activity like this, that means that she would have already had a variety of baseline of receptive and expressive words that she would know. So I'm guessing that she would know this, and if she doesn't, that's alright. I could model it for her, and my goal is for her to imitate. If not, vocalize the sounds, hopefully closer to what we're looking for. Great big buildings, great big signs, lots of aisles, lots of lines. Llama Llama out with Mama shopping at the Shop-O-Rama. Touch the flowers. Do you see where the flowers are? So she would point to the flowers. Then again, if she didn't, I would model. Then I would hand assist her if needed. The great thing about a book reading activity is there's so many variety of sources, so many targets that you could hit, and hopefully the book would be interesting for them too, so they would be attending to you. Yucky music, great big feet, lady smelling way too sweet. Look at knees and stand in line. Llama Llama starts to whine. Look, Llama Llama looks sad. Can you show me your sad face? Now this is not expressive or receptive, but it's good to be able for the kids to generalize their skills, and they have programs that they're working on. And so when you get to this is more goal-oriented, so this is where they're trying to generalize their skills. So it's alright to ask questions like that. Clearance sales and discount buys. What is little llama size? Try it on and take it off. Pull and wiggle, itch and cough. Touch Llama's shirt. So then again she would point. And so on and so forth. You would go through the whole book and you would find targets, receptive and expressive. You could say, what is this? it would be socks. If she can't say it, you would model it for her. Hopefully she would imitate, try to get any kind of vocalizations from her. So this is just a great activity to use when you're working on receptive and expressive language skills. And you would just do this throughout the whole book.